Hello everyone, welcome to my channel today. I'm Tara with Piece of Tara Artistry. Thank you for joining me. So today I'm going to be doing a pearl pour for you guys and then texture over top. This piece was actually commissioned by my good friend Kathleen from Cause Creations, and she wanted basically the similar look to a video I posted a little while back. I will link it up here. It's basically just a very monochromatic black piece, which I just loved the way that one looked. I love the way these look. It's almost my new favorite combo is this Obsidian by DecoArt Extreme Sheens. And it's mixed just with Floetrol and GAC 800, my pouring medium 50/50. And because that obsidian is so reactive, you don't need the satin enamels in it to make the pearls pop up. Now that's not the case with every one of the satin or the Extreme Sheens by DecoArt. I did do another one, I think it was my last video, and I needed to add satin enamels to the pearl white Extreme Sheen because it did not allow the pearls to pop up. So kind of got to do a little trial and error, but I know that this one works very well without any satin enamel in the base coat. So I just went ahead and mixed the obsidian in with my pouring medium. And with those more craft paints, you need to use a little bit more paint. So I think I used probably 4 ounces of paint to about 6. Oh, guess I dropped that to like 6 ounces of pouring medium. Thankfully, I caught it on the side, didn't do anything. So yeah, you do need to use a little bit more paint. Actually, it was more like a 2-to-1 ratio. So 8 ounces of pouring medium to 4 ounces of paint. And then I added water to thin that down. Now the overlay paint here, or that pour over color, is just a lamp black from Amsterdam, and it is just mixed with my pouring medium as well. Same, but the ratios are a little different. I use about 1:5 for the ratio of paint to pouring medium with my Amsterdam paints. So I make it easy on myself. I work in ounces. So 1 ounce of paint to 5 ounces of pouring medium, and then again I use water to thin it down. So with this, you kind of have to do it quickly because the pearls start popping up pretty fast, and I'm not a big fan of the wonky pearls. So I tilt, stretch, get as much paint as I can off in a very quick amount of time. And this is real time. It's not sped up at all. So you can see those pearls are already starting to go a little funky. And so I am just stretching back to the middle so that there's pearls that happen all the way around. If you don't do that, you'll just get pearls on one side. So now I'm kind of taking off those wonky pearls down there, and then I'll bring it back up to center and try and get this to be a little more uniform with my pearls. So once I do that, I try and recenter my painting. See, that time lapsed. It was about 45 minutes, but I did it real fast for you. And here is the wet results. So you can see that those pearls popped up very pretty. And I am going to set this now aside to dry so that I can do my texture over top of it. So I laid out my canvas here. I let it dry. It usually dries really fast. And I kept this part in the process because I wanted you guys to see that I put a lot of thought into what I'm keeping and what I'm pouring texture over. You can see I just reached over my iPad, which I usually will take a picture, I'll doodle on it, and find out where I want my texture to be exactly. And then I will go ahead and use that as my pattern, but it had clicked off, so I was trying to remember what I wanted to do, and when that clicked off, I needed it as a reference. So I spent quite a while on drawing lines, erasing lines, and what I use to draw my lines is just a piece of chalk. I think I got it at the Dollar Tree. It's actually in a little holder. So I just go ahead and put my chalk marks down. I am speeding this part up because you will see I draw, redraw, erase, draw, erase, redraw, erase. It's a lot. It's a lot of erasing and redrawing. So you guys don't want to be here all day. But I did want you guys to see kind of the process of what I do to get these lines to where I want them to be. Just keep a spray bottle and a paper towel or a rig, and you can erase as much as you want. It's much nicer using this chalk than, laying down lines with like a marker or whatever and then not liking it. So here I mixed up my paint, my paste. So this is modeling paste by Golden Extra Heavy, and I mixed it with the Golden Carbon Black fluid. So the reason I use fluid is because you don't need very much of it to make it for the pigments to show. And the other reason is if you don't use that, you really should probably use like a heavy body paint. With my extra heavy modeling paste, it's not really an issue too much because it's very, very thick to start with. But if you're using just a regular modeling paste or a molding paste or impasto paste, just the regular, you are going to need either a heavy body paint or very little of the fluid paints. So just so you guys know. So here I'm just gonna start laying my petals. This is gonna go really fast for you guys because it's a kind of a tedious process. It takes quite a while. I'll usually get halfway done and I will take a little break, but you don't want to wait too long because you want to make sure that the paste is still wet while you're adding. And I did add texture to well, I guess it's at the top now, but it was at the bottom. So here it is. This is all varnished. I did use a matte spray varnish by Golden to spray over top of it. I just really love the matte look of this. And that's it, guys. If you want to learn this, I'm going to be at the Fluid Art Experience in Asheville in 2 weeks, May 23rd through 25th. Head over to the website if you're interested in taking a class. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for being here. Bye, y'all.